What's up, everyone? It's Unchained here. I just got my HD PVR2 in, and we're doing a little test here. Got kind of a crappy computer, so I can't run it in 1080p. But right now we're doing 720, so that's HD enough. I wanted to start by doing a Let's Play of Perfect Dark HD, and there's a big reason for it. When I was younger, I wasn't allowed to play first-person shooters, and all my friends in high school were like, oh man, I'm playing Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas, and this game is friggin' awesome. And I wasn't allowed to play any of those games. And I guess as I get older, I kind of know why. You don't want your kid exposed to violence. Well, I'd always find ways around it, whether it be to go to my friend's house, my cousin's house, or whatever. And I remember one Christmas, this game came out, and I wanted to get it so bad, and I just couldn't. So, and every summer, I'd spend a week at my cousin's, and we'd be playing the crap out of it, because naturally he was able to get it. And it's just got such great memories linked to it. It's just such a classic game from Rare. Back in the Nintendo 64 days, when games were actually like really, really crazy good, and they blew us away more than they do today. I just remember I played this, and I was just so excited to check it out. And because it's almost, a lot of people say it's almost like a GoldenEye 2.0. And as you could tell from this kind of necropolis, it's definitely tries to edge towards more of a futuristic look, and whereas GoldenEye was more of an espionage type of thing taking place in the current day and age, this is almost taking place in the future. I think it might be the year 2020. Doesn't really have any plot that I'm aware of. All I know is Agent Dark is like super smart or whatever, and she's a crazy spy, and apparently she got an A++ ranking on this one test or something, and that got her into the agency. That's all I pretty much know, and I remember that was a little bit of a side note that I figured out from playing the Game Boy Color version. That one was awesome because it actually came with a rumble pack built into the cartridge. But yeah, Perfect Dark is just epic. It's just, I don't know, everything about it I just love. It's like just the animations and the sound effects and the level design. Obviously, in this day and age of, big backdrops and good graphics, this is nothing special. I mean, if you look out into the over the railing here, it's nothing special, but at least in this HD version, they took the care to smooth everything out. So it's definitely a really, really nice remake. They kept everything from the original, and that's great because it would have been nice to have a couple new Xbox 360 features, but it's like whatever. It was great on the N64. Let's go ahead and put a mine on that. I have no clue why, but I've played this level 4,000 times, so I kind of just know what to do. I don't see the point of this. You flick a switch, turns the lights off, you physically can't see anything. Let's head down the stairs here. Love this little silence pistol. I prefer this over the CMP any day. Why? I have no clue. Maybe because it sounds cool. Maybe because I can hit someone over the head with it like that. Oh man, back in the N64, it's like they just couldn't get character models to go right. Look at this. Oh man. Such a fun game. I gotta love the laser coming out of the pistol, too. That's great. Let's head down the next floor. Let's mop these scrubs up. It's so cool because all you really have to do to dodge shots is, like, strafe, and they'll just start firing. In some levels, it's a bit harder than that, but at least early on, you pretty much can outsmart most of them. And they're so fun to shoot, too. And it's great because they actually enabled dual analog support, so you can move on the X and Y axis. And it's very, very clean. If you remember playing on the N64, they had that really weird, like, triple handle design where you'd never really use the left handle because it was really edged towards, like, the D-pad or whatever. You'd never, ever go on that side of the controller. Usually you'd have your hands scrunched together. You'd be using that really, really awkward analog stick. And you'd have to aim by holding the right trigger, and it just was so bad. I remember I went back to the N64 a couple years back, and it blew me away. I had no idea how I ever used that piece of crap. But the 360 controller definitely does its justice here. Now, I usually don't turn auto aim on in games. This game, it's pretty useful because just the way you turn, it's actually extremely difficult to line up a shot. So, since I'm playing on Secret Agent, there aren't really any special objectives. So, kind of just out of habit, I'll just run through the floor to clear them out, just to make sure they're not going to come up behind you, because when you go on the first floor later on in the mission, they will actually hit the elevator and flank you. So, looks like we're clear. Oh, this elevator is open. Let's hop in. But yeah, this just brings back such great memories. The first first-person shooter I think I've ever owned was Red Faction on the PS2, and I gotta say, when my parents found out I had that, they almost killed me. But, you know, obviously I'm turning 23 in October now. I said September in the last video because I'm retarded. I think it's because my girlfriend loves to bring up her birthdays in September, and she's finally turning 21. So I guess subconsciously I was just thinking my birthday's in September. But no, it is in October, and I'm turning 23. And obviously now I can play first-person shooters. That would be pretty bad if I still wasn't able to play these games. But this is one of my favorite genres, first-person shooters. Maybe second to that, I'd like to say RPGs. I used to always love playing games like Final Fantasy VII through 10. 10 was probably my favorite. A lot of people would argue 7's the best. I kind of have some arguments against it. It's difficult because I played 7 at a weird time. I think the first one I ever played was 7, and then it went 8 and then 9. So I didn't play them in order. I didn't get introduced to it until I was a little bit older. Obviously, if you're playing an RPG, you gotta be able to read and understand plot and actually have some sort of strategy. Whereas with these games, you just run around, point and shoot. But yeah, I love my first-person shooters. I will be let's playing a ton of different games here. Obviously, as I run through these levels more and more, because this is the first one, I will be commentating more on what is actually going on in the mission. I just wanted to give you guys a little overview on my background. Nothing too big, just a little summary. And that's the end of the first stage. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I will definitely have Mission 2 or Part 2, whatever you want to call it, up pretty soon. And we'll definitely be doing some other videos in the mix.